All right, made it back up from the Wonderland Trail, about a mile or so. Yeah, actually I probably made it a little further maybe. Now I'm gonna head on back down to Longmire. Went 3 miles that way already, plus 2 miles there. So that's 5 there and back, plus another 2, that's 7 miles. Well, I'll take that. I thought I was doing about 6, but no. Anyway, I hope your 2026 is going well. It is Sunday, March 29th, 2026 at, well, you can see here, well, sorry, I got some glare. There we go. Oh, almost 1:15. So, making good time. Now, hope you don't mind the wrist check here, but, you know, like my watches now, you know, and I got basically 6 watches. Got 1 more to get, and then my collection will be complete. And my watch that I want will be available in July. So wait until then. Oh, it's $550, so it's a little bit pricey for me. Might not be pricey for some of y'all, but you know what? Every now and then you just need to treat yourself, and well, I am. I deserve it. I think it's time. And I won't treat myself again probably till the holidays, and that'll be with a car. So that'll be something that I can use that's, you know, has purpose. You know, give me a good vehicle I can use, not just to drive around in, but I can camp in, be out in the woods in, be durable. You know, things, practicality. That's what I care about. Functionality. I don't care about name brand. You know, heck, I get my clothes from Goodwill now. Shirts, that's all I need. I got pants. Ain't got to worry about buying any pants again. Keeping my weight like I should. So yeah, work on yourselves. You know, physically, emotionally, mentally. You know, start living your best life possible here. Nobody's gonna fix you. You're gonna do it yourself. You know, secret to life is maintenance, maintaining everything, every aspect of your life. You know, internal and external, physical and non-physical alike. You know, things that are, you know, inside you. You know, so you can be happy. You know, start listening to good music, man. Like, good, you know, there's so much good music out there. It's just waiting to be discovered. And don't be ashamed of what music you like. You know, I got no problem, you know, saying I like Elton John's older music and stuff. Oh, love it. Queen, you know. You know, I love classic rock, outlaw country, old school country, you know. Heck, I love 70s, 80s, 90s rocks, you know, alternative, you know. But my daily jams are usually, at work, I like lo-fi music. Highly recommend lo-fi at work. You know, makes the day go by better, breaks up the monotony of just being quiet. And it's, you know, if you don't like lo-fi music, man, you need to reevaluate yourself. That's all I'm saying. It's just chillax, easy listening music. Not supposed to be distracting. You know, for me, I actually just enjoy it. To me, it's productive. You know, especially when I hear songs that I like, you know. You know, but yeah, I like soft rock too, you know. Chillaxing, relaxing to that. You know, but, you know, Skinner, I always will love Skinner. Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, you know, Marshall Tucker Band. You know, no, I said Southern rock, but yeah, classic rock, but yeah, Southern rock. Love me some Southern rock. My roots, blues music. Love blues, loves classical. Love Frank Sinatra and, you know, music from that era. Satchmo, you know. Dave Brubeck, I think is his name. You know, like jazz music is great. You know, but yeah, you know, if you listen to music that's just all about violence, well, you're gonna be a violent person, or music that's depressing, you're gonna be depressed all the time. You know, I like listening to uplifting, good, you know, quality music, and just, you know, I don't listen to hardly any new music, man, because it's just to each their own, you know. But just telling you. Oh, yeah. This must be, yeah, see, that's the way I should have gone. That's the way I was going to go. But that's all right. I want to do Wonderland anyway. So, you know, you live and learn. But yeah, next time I'll make sure to come the way I'm supposed to. You know, but heck, you know, I ain't worried about it. I wasn't ever lost, really. I was on Wonderland Trail, but, you know, I didn't realize Wonderland veered off from where Van Trump and Comet Falls is. So that's all right. You know, wait for it to, you know, warm up some, melt this snow down, and then, yeah, I'll go up to Mildred Point via Van Trump Trail. Oh, but yeah, I'm enjoying my 2026. Got some great plans coming up. Enjoying this right now. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow or the next day. Or Tuesday, I'm going to be resting up. So I'm going to do something tomorrow. I don't know what yet. Probably Michelle Falls. I'll actually do the 5 miles, all of it. Oh, I'll get over here and look real quick. Nice little cascade coming down. I vaguely remember this from before. Yeah, nice. But don't know if anybody really cares, but you know, if you got any questions, you know, if you're sincere and honest, you know, I'll be sincere and honest with you. You know, be a smart ass, I'll be a smart ass back. You know, respect begets respect. You know, but yeah, if you really sincere and want some help, I'll give you some, you know, advice. You know, but you know, I can go off just based off of my life. You know, can't go off. I don't have all the variables, but I can give you some sound advice and stuff that can just help everybody. Yeah. You know, that's something, you know, that, woo, a little sketchy right here. Yeah. Whoa. Wee. Uh-huh. Luckily, I got a good center of gravity. Oh. I'm nimbly and bimbly like a kitty cat. Meow. I got 9 lives. I don't know how many I've used. I know I've used a few of them over the years. There we go. That is sketchy. Dang on it. Woo. I'm glad all these roots are dry. These are the ones that really hurt you. That's where they're slick. When they're dry, they're great. You know, they're beneficial. But ooh, when they're wet, no, they're death traps. But yeah, drop a line, ask a question. I'll be more than happy to give you some advice. If not, hey, you know, thanks for watching the videos. I hope to get some entertainment out of them. I enjoy doing them because I'm enjoying out here doing this. Heck, I go home and after I upload them, I'll watch all my videos. Sometimes I have to make adjustments to them. Oh, this is muddy. Yeesh. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, get over here. Yeah, I ain't walking on that. I'm gonna walk on this. Oh, only so far. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Oh, we got more snow. Well, that's how it is. Ugh. I can handle it. This is the shorter route, but man, it's more treacherous than going the long way. You know, when clockwise coming up. The counterclockwise is the quicker route to get up here. Because it's 2 miles and it's 3 miles the other way. So that's why it's extra there. Ooh, man, this will give you a good workout. So you get out and do what you can. You know, I don't run and I don't lift weights. You know, I like doing this. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do a little off-roading here. Oh yeah, I ain't the only one. Yeah, some other people did it too. I don't feel so bad now. Yeah. Yeah, it won't do that. Plus, always check your six. You know, when you're out here, be mindful of others. You know, don't leave only footsteps. Don't litter. Hate that. You got dogs. You know, keep them on the leash and pick up the dog doo-doo. You're responsible for it. Just like your kids, you're responsible for your dogs too. You know, start taking responsibility for everything in your life. I don't see how people live like nothing's ever their fault. Everything is always somebody else's fault. God, how much of a pathetic loser do you got to be to blame everybody? You're not to blame for anything in your life. Wow. Bet you, oh heck, you don't need Dr. Phil. You just need me. 5 minutes with me. Yeah, we'll break down how everything is your fault. You know. Now, bad things happen, yeah, but look at how you put yourself in a situation. What? Something bad happened to you at 2 a.m. in the morning. Why was you out at 2 a.m.? Huh? Nothing good happened? That is pretty cool. But there's all kinds of chipmunks living up in that. You know, but yeah, start living your best life possible, people. Now, we ain't getting any younger. I'm coming up on 53. And, man, I got a great quality of life. Wasn't always like this. 5 years ago, I had to go on a, journey. You know, I don't think you call it a midlife crisis. Maybe you could. But I just was like, hey, things need to change. I need to do something. You know, I can't keep living like I am. And a lot of it was stuff I had to change about myself. I changed a lot of external factors too. You know, I got rid of all the stuff that was, not within, my control, and everything that was in my control. You know, I locked it down. Oh, get a good view right here. You know, you can only allow the people that are worthy of being in your life. You know, family can be trash. You can pick your friends. Can't pick your family. But even with family, there's limitations you can put. You know, don't let them affect your quality of life. Oh, wow, look at that. You know, you're in control of your own destiny. Wow, look at that. Up in the clouds. No, don't want to be in the clouds nor snow. Hopefully that's it for all the major snow go through. Hey, I didn't fall. So, hey. Oh, I think we got some water up here. Or is that snow? Yeah, I think it's snow. But yeah. You're in control of your life. If you have some things you need to atone for, mend for them, talk to people. Some people just want to, see if you're sincere. Actions speak louder than words. Tell them like, hey, I'm trying to be a better person. I'm sorry for stuff I've done in the past, and all I know is actions speak louder than words. You'd be surprised, people will they want people like that in their lives. Loyalty, honesty, And being loyal doesn't mean lying for people. Man, my friends don't lie for me and I don't lie for them. That's not being loyal and honest. Would we lie for each other? Yeah. But they're my friends for a reason. They're honest. You know, decent people. You know. I'm proud of the fact that my friends are honest and decent. They don't steal, they don't lie. They can trust me and I trust them. You know, like 4 close friends of mine. You know, and the family that I have in my life that I talk to. You know, I want to be part of their lives. You know, try to, you know, help out the best way I can. Being away from home, a lot of times it's just emotional. You know, just being able to rant, listening. You know, giving advice the best you can. And I don't give advice what's best for me. I give advice what I think is best for other people based on their situation. Take it or not, it's honest. I ain't gonna be offended. You know, free will. I'm a big proponent of free will. You know, it ain't my job for you to teach you how to think. That's your job. Or your parents' job, actually, in schools, but they failed you. But still, it ain't too late. You know. Those, you know, learn history. Oh my goodness. And you'll see a lot of similarities today going on. It's amazing how just the last 100 years people have forgotten, you know, how things are. And just people being lied to because they don't think for themselves. They just believe the propaganda. You know, people are selfish. They want what's, you know, I wouldn't say what's best for you, but well, before I butcher it, you know, people want only what's best for them and them alone, and not what's best for like the greater good. You know, I believe in helping hands, not handouts. And if you don't know the difference, well, you are the problem. Because it's pretty simple. You know, I believe in social safety nets to an extent. You know, temporary. You know, not permanent. You know, not generational. You know, I don't believe in, you know, same thing for corporate welfare. You know, corporates need to pay their fair share in taxes. You know, everybody should pay their fair share, you know, taxes. But same time, government's too big. It's too bloated. It's too much corruption, too much fraud. It is rampant on every level, on local, you know, city, state, county, you know, federal government. Oh man, it's disgusting. As far as I'm concerned, it's treason. Treason against American people. And there's only one punishment for that: death. You know, and I'm as serious as a heart attack about that. You know, so many things are worthy of a death penalty. And this, civilized society? Oh my goodness. You look what's going on in these cities. How the crime and the just youth are, you know, just rampant, man. Sooner or later, we're going to have enough. And when we fight back, oh, it's going to be loud. You're going to feel it. It's going to hurt. You know, you keep pulling on Superman's cape, you're going to find out the wrath. You think you're pulling on Superman's cape, and it's General Zod's cape. So, you know, see if I can dumb that down for some people. Son of Jor-El, kneel before Zod. Look at them old school movies too. Really good shows and stuff. You know, buy physical media. You know, movies. You know, then you can upload them. Save them, you know, onto hard drive. Feel like it's sleeting through here. Alright. I ain't going over there. That's good enough. Oh, so switch back. Anyway, you know, yeah, you know, music. You know, have digital, you know, have backups of things, have, you know, physical, you know, and you know, your hardware, software, physical and digital. You know, it's like my watches. I have basically 4 different movements on my watches. You know, so I got variety. You know, I got regular old quartz with a battery. Then I got a solar quartz, you know, which is a capacitor. And I got a mechanical that you wind. You know, then automatic that you can wind, but it's self-winding. So, you know, like I said, you know, spent anywhere from $50 to $200 on them. And that's more than enough. You know, I'm happy with mine. And I wear mine too. Just think about it, you know. If you buy something you don't wear, you don't enjoy it. You know, I enjoy wearing my watches. You know, it's pretty cool there. I like the fact the bands are easy, quick release, so change out different color bands on it, and it's a different kind of watch. You know, so always good to have options. You know, but like I said, it's the only jewelry I wear, basically. And for me, it's part of attire, just like a hat to me. That's what a watch is. Now, especially if you use it, because I'm always using it. Looking down, seeing the time. But yeah, 7 watches is a good enough watch collection. So, not for every day of the week, but now just different varieties, you know. Not only movements there, but I got solar, and I got, you know, dive watch, chronographs, you know, a moon phase. Love my moon phase, my favorite watch. And it's still be my favorite watch probably until I get that Solar Vice far and sweat Solar Vice 2.0 bubble gum. It's pretty cool, and they got like 3 different variations of it. I want that second one, and they don't have it anywhere. I've been scouring the internet, but hey, it ain't there. So be it. Oh man. Anyway, it's over 20 minutes, so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this hike all the way down. But anyway, y'all get out there and enjoy nature, people. Start living your best life possible. Start working on yourself. One day at a time. Progress, not perfection. Nothing's going to happen overnight, but you'll see it, and then you'll start saying, hey, I like this. I want more of this. And then, yeah, you're well on your way then. So, anyway, later.